Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's David Piersaul here from the most wholesome YouTube channel on the internet. And we're gonna watch this Megan Thee Stallion body official video. I'm not even really a Megan Thee Stallion fan. I did watch WAP. I didn't watch it on the channel for obvious reasons. The most wholesome YouTube channel on the internet. Megan Thee Stallion body official video. We're gonna run back 2 times. Once from a reactionary standpoint where we check it out, first time view, and then second from a filmmaker's technical analysis because yeah, I'm pretentious and I make films. Whatever. Before we get started, we gotta set the ambience. If you don't know what that means, it means get your tea ready. Put the headphones on. Okay, wow, nice way to start off the production, just moaning. Oh, this is Colin Tilley. Yo, what's up with Colin Tilley getting all these types of videos? Yo, the set design is crazy. What is this? Bro, this looks like that, remember the old like Windows 7 where it had like the pipes that go through the screen? This was back when like the Windows was new. Was like a new thing. I remember my dad used to have a laptop that would just have that screen going all the time. That's what this looks like. Okay, this is the female version of Daredevil. That's what that looks like. Well, she can't see. There's no way she can see through that. Okay, it's kind of hard though, I'm not gonna lie. The ad-libs. Yo, these shots are crazy. Yo, no, what's funny about what's crazy about Colin Tilley getting all these videos is that there's like, I will say this sounds kind of weird, but there's a lot of female directors who can make this type of quality of content. Just get them. I mean, but Colin Tilley's pretty good at what he does, so I mean, he's doing the videos justice for sure. I like Megan Thee Stallion. I think her music's kind of dope. These lyrics. It's like so simple too. Bro, I'm not gonna lie, this song's kind of hard. Yo, she's kind of spitting on this. Hold on, let's run that back. I don't even know what she was saying right there, but it flows so well. Is that a dragon? Bro, what? It's not Game of Thrones, it's Game of Hoes. That's inappropriate. Most wholesome YouTube channel on the internet. Let's move on. Took a trip on the real creep tip. Bitch, rule number 1 is don't repeat that shit. Rule number 2, if they all came with you, they better know exactly what the fuck they came to do. Is that Nicki? Who is that? Is that Nicki Minaj? Who is that? I can't tell. No, that's her. That was weird. Her skin looked lighter. It's one of those videos where every angle works for obvious reasons. Dang, bro, that's crazy. They just got like a platform floating in the sea of water. The set design, the art department on these videos are just absolutely nuts. That's who really needs the credit. Like the art department is snapping on every single one of these productions. It's so explicit. Yo, and it's like it's one of those. It's also like every single frame in this video is a piece of art. That's what's insane. Is like despite the explicit content, the explicit lyricism, like the images are quite incredible. The lighting's good. The art department's good. The composition is good. The cutting, the editing is good. The motion of the camera is good. They're moving from like Dutch angles to dollies ends and high jib shots and all this crazy stuff. Yo, and these laser lights that they have going on right here, that is, I mean, what does that cost? I'm gonna imagine like some lights like that probably cost a lot to rent. That's like, it's like I don't work on productions that ever even call for that. We don't even think about this type of stuff because we don't have these budgets to even consider having lights blasting down like this. But I would love to do that. First of all, why does she look like the Hunchback of Notre Dame right here? What is she doing, bro? She's just like Bob's Burgers right here, arching her back. Somebody smack her neck. The lyrics are just, it's funny, the lyrics are just so matter of fact, so explicit. It's not even like trying to hide it or be like clever with it. All right, yo, y'all know this is the most wholesome YouTube channel on the internet, so I apologize after the fact. First things first, this video is absolutely incredible. There's only a couple of real crazy scenes to really dig into. So we might skim through it, check out some of those scenes, and try to think about some of the lighting and composition and run it back for a technical analysis. Let's do it.
A technical analysis with David Elijah Piersaul.
All right, so first of all, what I love about this intro, despite the obvious with the lighting, which is, I don't know what these types of lights are, like I said, mentioned before, but what I like off the rip is the fact that we see this whole entire scene with the spotlight hitting, and then in essence, no one's there at first, and then we see it again very soon when someone is there. Then they very quickly set the standard for what type of video this is by having a shot, this might be more of like a pretentious digging into it kind of thing, but obviously the whole Megan Thee Stallion, Doja Cat, Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, the whole vibe of them is like the curvy woman vibe, like the femme fatale type of thing, where they're like these very strong women who they take sexualized things and then they give it to you in like a palpable form, and like they take control of it. It's like almost taking control of something that has always been taking control from men. That's kind of like the whole thing with like these characters, and we see like they're leaning more into that now with like the pipes. You see like the curvature of the pipes, and the whole thing is that they're supposed to be like curvy. All right. So, who produced this though? Is this a Tay Keith production? Probably not, but I love how these lights are, like you see this like the little hint of blue hitting right here. That's really nice. Like it really creates a nice color contrast. So because we already have the white, we already have the black. So it's like, what can you do to like really add a little color contrast to the scene? They threw like a little soft, like frosty colored blue to hit the side of these curves. In both curves, I mean the curves on the pipes and obviously Megan Thee Stallion, little bit of blue to hit those in there, and then I also want to talk about costume a bit, because I wonder how much, because people like Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B, all these people who take on these like personas, they are fashionable people, but I wonder how much of them actually are like coming up with the costume designs for these videos. Is it a situation where they're just giving Megan Thee Stallion the colors and then she wants to talk about the style, and then she brings in a team of like people to come in and like really like shape that style? Who knows? So I love this like, what is it, like a jib in shot? It looks like they're high. Looks like a dolly shot, but they're so high. It's definitely jib coming in. It makes me wonder, is this, did they simply just make the set towards the camera and then they had mirrors behind? Because you can't see the camera. There's no camera inside of the mirror. So I'm wondering if they actually had this there, and I very highly doubt that they actually built this like crazy set. I mean, you can kind of see like the detail is lost in the mirror in like this area back here. It looks more CGI, which is probably what they did, some more VFX level things. It's one of those things where it's so seamless, it's hard to really pick it apart, because you're just like, oh, it's that good, it just looks real. Because you can't really, you're not looking, the only thing I can tell you is that the detail is a little bit different. It's sharper here, more like obviously because these women are making contrast against the solid objects. They're walking on the objects, so obviously they're real. And then they could be green screen, I mean, but given the fact that it looks pretty freaking real. If they are doing VFX, more power to them, that's insane. It's a next level VFX if they are doing it. Okay, so like the cut, we got lots of cuts here. So we know now by watching the video that the video is going to live in this space quite a bit. So what they do is they intro into the video by having like all these walking shots of all the women. It's almost like a fashion show, how they're walking out. Check it out. Walking, walking, walking. And then it's like portraiture shots to see the entire scene. And I feel like these women probably have some type of significance. Maybe they're friends, or they're actually just backup dancers and backup like models or whatever. But usually there's usually like a method to the madness in like casting these siblings, especially the people whose face are like on full display, like this woman. Like she could be like an IG model or something. So first of all, the choreography here is insane. I love this intro shot here. Like, look at this, bro. They really, like this dolly in is crazy. It looks like they have some type of light. So we have a little hint of light here. We definitely have some light hitting from the side. It looks like it's very specifically like targeted for this corner though, because why do I say that? Obviously this is dark. It could be VFX, who knows, but this is dark, so the light's flagged off. See the same thing here. And then we have a lot of light coming from the top. There's probably lights hidden on the inside here, either outside of frame, cut off, or they're like hitting, because it's pretty powerful. It's hitting all the way down here, illuminating all of these dancers plus Megan Thee Stallion. It's pretty nice. If they did put some lights in, they're either cut out and post, or they're hidden up here above this, or cut off from the frame. So who knows? I love the flashes though. It makes the cut seem a little bit more like sporadic and like not planned out, which makes for a better video, I think. When like the interest keeps changing. The composition of these is crazy. This looks like a digital zoom. So they got the Missy Elliott vibe going on here with the wide angle of her performing at the camera. Then you got the wide high angle of her in the digital zoom out. Look at that, yeah. Also, Megan Thee Stallion has great screen presence, like doing her body in these like different poses and stuff. She obviously knows what people like to see, what looks good on camera, and she's like going to the music. Like having good screen presence as an artist is like a huge factor in my opinion. It's also a directorial thing. You want to make sure if the artist is not doing that already, you want to try to like bring that out of them. I don't feel like they probably don't have that problem with Megan Thee Stallion or like any big artists out right now, except for the ones that are obviously not good on screen. But you know, someone like Megan Thee Stallion who has such a big personality probably already brings that to the set, and then it's like it's up to Colin to really like hone it in and make sure that it works for the camera and for the video. What'd she say about Carole Baskin? Oh. It's not even, I mean, that's not that really that clever of a line. Yeah, the shots here are crazy. This reminds me of like You Got Served. Like, remember that old video about like breakdancing? With the ball caps and stuff? Though they're actually athletic. That's what's crazy. Like the leg motion that they're doing here, like looks like it takes a real strength and like muscle. For sure. And they're doing it for so long. Like that's actually athletic. That's insane. Like you can tell like they definitely are working out for this type of stuff. Yeah, I love these. These scenes just look amazing. My only thing is that they're probably, so we have these little spotlights in the wides. See these spotlights in the wides? They probably have something hitting really, like in these wides, like soft from the top, hitting the ground just to get feeling this like rectangular type of light hitting. That's like that slowly feathers out towards the edge of the blackness. And then like for these tight shots, it looks like they might have brought in like a key to like bring into her face. See that? Like really lights her face up. And probably like a little bit of an underlight too to light her, because she's wearing a cap, which automatically creates shadows on the face, especially if you're lighting from above. It's like if the sun's hitting, the whole idea of a ball cap is to like block the sun from your face. That's why you get shadows across the eyes, which necessarily don't look good on camera, but they really knew how to like to make it look decent and natural here, because you still see the shadow, but without the ugliness of the harsh lines. I love this dragon thing. That's insane. Like, who built that, bro? All right, let's keep going. Let's skip through a little bit. This jacket's crazy. Like, you just have like just be naked if you're gonna do that look. Like Rihanna did it in her music video. Yeah, who are these? Are these models or something? Let's skip through. I do love this scene how they use the soft lights, like the soft like rectangular lights as like a prop. It looks like just like a playroom show like thingy. I don't know how they did this water thing. My guess is that it's either they actually had like a huge, like one of those water studios that they shot like the Titanic in, and put that in there. That could be the case, but it could be very VFX. I mean, I'm sure with the right VFX team, this is insane. All right, let's skip through. There's only so much of this that I can actually look at on this channel because, you know, we're trying to keep it wholesome out here. So I'm trying to skip through and talk about the lighting. And we pretty much already went through all the setups as well. The costume design, shout out to the costume, the costume department, bro. They snapped on this too. Everyone snapped on this video. It's an incredible video for sure. No doubt about that. Yo, let me know your thoughts in the comments, what you thought about this video. If you haven't already joined the Discord server, the link is in the description below. If you haven't joined the Discord server, you're lacking, you don't want to lack, you want to make sure you keep up with the rest of us. We got 315 people in the Discord now. Last week we had 290 people. That is what, 25 people that have joined in the last week from the Lil Nas X video. I know, but if you want to join and you want to jump in, play some games, watch some movies, listen to music, and just meet dope people who also like dope music, and also be involved with the projects that we got going on the channel. We're going to start bringing the projects back, which means if you're in the Discord, you get to involve yourself with those projects. That means that you get to check out some of the music that I'm going to immediately add into the video, or at least recommend me great music and stuff like that. We're going to try to do some of the more Filmmaker reacts with subs things, but those are really hard to do with scheduling and people being on different time zones. We got people from Sri Lanka, we got people from Vietnam, we got people from Korea, we got a lot of people from Australia in the Discord server. So when I'm talking to them, we got, Gio, you know, one of the people who was on the channel, came on. She lives in Brazil. Like, we got all these different things that, you know, it's hard to really match it up. So we'll try to get back to it, but it might be one of those things that just doesn't work out unless I can really get someone who just is in the States. But that's boring because Americans are, we see them on YouTube all the time. I'm gonna get some more people in here. But anyways, let me know your thoughts in the comments. But as always, guys, I appreciate you. And until next time, peace.
I work from Sunday to Sunday at BNA on the runway. I took a meeting at 10 after 2, pull right up after the gun range. I got a circle that worry about a code, but clientele that working under the road to stay on the low. Me and my bro just linked up and went half on the coat. Hell no.